What's good, people? What is good? What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Very much welcome back to the stream. It's been a while. It's been a couple weeks, honestly, for me. I have just kind of had a busy couple weeks on my end. I've been bouncing around a lot the last few weekends, really, and I've been doing a lot, so couldn't get to it. Couldn't get to it. Plus, I don't know. I've been playing a lot of DBD on the stream recently. Shouts out to DBD, of course. I'm a lifelong Dead by Daylight fan, but I don't know the vibe. I don't know if I want to play DBD all the time. I might play DBD later, for sure. First of all, Cali check. She's back there in all her glory. I might play some DBD later, but today, I have something I want to look at, something I want to observe and discuss a little. It's on my chin as well. Something I wanted to observe and discuss while I work on my factory. My factory. So we're gonna do some of that. We're gonna do some talking and reacting and building and hopefully making some progress on this factory. I feel like I've been like kind of stuck for a while, so hopefully we can make some okay progress. But first things first. There's this hold on, let me get her pulled up here. So there's this influencer that you may or may not be familiar with. Her name is Trevino. She's really been popping off on TikTok. She alleged predator. I don't even know if I have to say alleged. She seems to really have a type. She's grown. I think she's like in her 30s, 35, 38, something like that. She has two children, one of which is 15, one of which is younger than 15. And she has a thing for teenaged boys. She has a thing for young-looking Mexican boys with bowl cuts that wear chains and pretend to be from the streets. So lately on TikTok she's been like popping off because she's like one of those notorious grifters, career grifters. She doesn't really do anything. She just kind of happened to get enough followers to gain the capability to go live. And then she would just like sit on live all day every day and like beg people to send her money. And then eventually she started to get more and more notoriety from that. And then one thing that creators can do on TikTok Live, because a lot of people sit on TikTok Live and do nothing. Okay, TikTok is a great platform if you have nothing to do, no talent, nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? You can just kind of get enough followers to go live, and then you can kind of just sit on live. And if people are semi-interested in what you're doing, they'll start sending you money. So it seems to be very pivotal on there to like get connected with other creators and like do what they call battles on TikTok with other creators. And essentially you basically conjoin your two lives, you and another TikTok creator. You guys both go live and then you join them together, and it can be up to 4, I think, maybe more than 4 people. And then if the viewers in your chat want you to win the battle, they just gift you, and then you just basically you keep going like, hey chat, give me money, come on, give me a galaxy, bro, I need another galaxy, come on guys, I want to win, guys, I want to win. And that's, people are doing that for a living. People are making a living doing that. And there's enough people in the chats that they're donating. They're getting money. So there's that going on. Trevino was doing a lot of battling with young high school aged Mexican boys, and then she started to meet up with them in person. Allegedly has slept with a few, I don't know. So alleged predator. She likes young boys, that's confirmed anyway. And she's not a good mother. She doesn't really take incredible care of her children, from what we can all tell from the lives and from what she said. I don't know. You could go into the Ash Trevino rabbit hole, and you could go down it and just fall down it all day every day if you really wanted to. Me personally, that's not what we're here for today, right? Because everybody who knows about Ash knows that she's like weird, right? We all know that she's like kind of a weirdo. She seems to be like desperate for like high school validation. She seems like she's constantly chasing you know, satisfaction and closure for her high school aged self, even though she has a high school aged child and another one. But neither here nor there. That's what she seems like. So we all know that pretty much everything she does is like a little bit weird, a little bit odd. This past week, I was scrolling through my For You page and I started seeing clips of this interview that we're going to watch from another creator named Camilla Arojo. I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm so sorry, Camilla. She has 8.59 million subscribers, but I have never heard of this person. I have never seen this person before in my life, dude. Oh, she's got the OnlyFans. She's got the OnlyFans in there. I'm sure she's making bank from 8.59 million subscribers. Joined May of 2023. Who is padding these people's channels? Like, honestly, who is padding these people's channels? Like, she's hold on a second. She joined May of 2023. Hold on, I need to add my window up here. And she has 8.59 million subscribers. I don't get it. And she has 8 videos. Wait. Is this video what has blown her up? Has this video absolutely, like, catapulted her channel? Wait, 984 videos. Where are they? I see 8. What, am I blocked? What the hell? No, she probably has a bunch of shorts. Oh, she popped off because of her shorts. Got it. Let's check these out.
Guys always ask me for my number, and it got me thinking, how many phone numbers can I get in one day? So I set up on a mission and started counting. Excuse me, can I get your phone number? No?
Okay, thank you though.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say.
I've never been rejected before, so that was a bad start. But things changed fast. Can I get your phone number? Thank you. And it just kept going. Excuse me, can I get your phone number?
Yeah, sure.
He said yes.
I gotta say, it probably helps that she's like half naked, right? Like that probably is doing her some favors too, no?
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. Wait, can I get your phone number? Yeah? Okay, just put it in. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you. W, thanks. Things were going well until this happened. Do I have your phone number? No.
You guys can't record me either.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Thanks.
I just did how instantly in a bad mood that girl was because of me. Same.
Appreciate it. And then my riz was really interrupted, so I had to stop.
You
No.
cannot record. As a matter of fact, you need to leave now.
Right now?
Right now.
Are you sure I can't get your number? Like, at all? Alright. It's been 30 minutes and I've already gone.
Oh my god, bro, she's so cool, bro. The security guard was like kicking her out, and then she was like asking for her number anyway, bro. That's so cool.
20 people's phone numbers. I'm exhausted, so let's just call one of them.
Hello?
Hey, it's Camilla. I was just wondering if later you'd be down to collab on OF.
I'm down.
Alright, bet. Guys always ask me for my.
Okay, so she's just like a really
Guys are
popular
always staring at me in
OnlyFans
public, so I had an idea.
girl.
I set up my phone as a hidden camera in my friend's pocket, and we're gonna walk through the city and catch every single guy that takes a peek. It didn't take long.
It's completely hidden, the camera. They're definitely not looking at the iPhone sticking out of this guy's ass. Hold on a second. We're supposed to be catching people staring at her ass.
through the city and catch every.
I think they're looking at that. I think they're looking at this. If I was walking down the street and I saw this iPhone with 3 cameras hanging out of some guy's ass cheek, dude, I would be like, what are you filming? I'd be like, what are you trying to catch? Like, this is not hidden.
Every single guy that takes a peek. It didn't take long before they took the bait. I was breaking necks left and right, and it had only been 5 minutes. It's definitely.
The camera's not even in your ass. The camera's in the guy's ass. They're looking at his ass. If anything, you're catching a lot of older gay men. This doesn't have anything to do with you. You in your pink suit with your camel toe and your OnlyFans probably aren't even doing anything for these men, right?
But a lot of these guys are staring extra hard. They must be subscribers. We kept walking up and down the streets and through the mall, catching these guys red-handed. Guys are always staring at me.
This is definitely like not working on adults, right? Like this is probably working on like teenage boys, right? It has to be. Okay, people seem to be like making fun of her in the comments, but I mean, she's got 8.59 million subscribers from what seems like
Apparently this gum
mainly
lasts
shorts.
forever. It's called mastic gum, and it comes from trees. So I want to see how many chews it takes to get the flavor out, because there's no way it lasts forever. It actually tasted kind of good, but I was not looking forward to chewing this all day. My jaw really hurts. It didn't stop me from eating, though. I just saved it for later. But for some reason, whenever I took it out of my mouth, the flavor...
So she's always doing some weird shit, bro. She's always doing something weird in the videos to get some comments, which, hey, I mean, do your thing. She's clearly successful. Everybody's got their grind, but that's the shtick here, I guess. She put the gum in her hair, and then she took it out after she took a tiny little peck of chocolate there.
Saved it for later.
She took this tiny little corner bite. Let's see that bite
No,
again.
I just saved it for later.
Yeah, that's how you know somebody's really into chocolate, dude.
I just
Somebody that really wants to eat some chocolate. Yeah, look at that bite, dude. God, you pig.
But for some reason,
Chill.
whenever I took it out of my mouth, the
The
flavor
chocolate
just
will
got
be there in a
stronger.
minute.
I don't know what kind of sorcery is in this gum, but I was about to give up.
It's probably the grease from your hair that's enhancing the flavor of the mint.
I'm not gonna lie. Until I tasted the flavor slowly going away. I felt the end coming, and I finally didn't taste a thing after 6,254 chews. Apparently this gum lasts.
What? Okay, she didn't count the chews, guys. There's no way. I don't believe you. Prove you counted the chews. 6,000. What did she say? How many chews was it?
Apparently this gum lasts.
You bring that gum back. 6,254 chews. I wonder if I could do the math there and figure out if she's just completely not even in the right place. Does this girl ever wear clothes?
Have you ever? How many licks does it take to finish a 5-pound gummy bear? This thing was over 3,000 calories, and me and Starbucks gets my name right every single time I go, but everyone else says that they always get people's names wrong. So today we're putting them. This is the world's biggest jawbreaker, and nobody has ever found out how many licks it takes to finish it. My friend Owen gave up after an hour of trying, but I thought I could do a little.
Ew, you guys are walking around passing around this big ass jawbreaker, walking around just like everybody's getting their licks in. That's disgusting. You guys are gross. Okay, so this is I did not know this about this girl because I've never seen this girl before. Never once. I guess because I'm not a teenage boy that subscribes to like OnlyFans creators, but I've never seen this girl. But randomly, I saw her on my For You page a couple days ago because of this video that she did with Ash Trevino. This interview. This says that I've watched this. I don't know why I have not watched this. So notably, 4.7 million views is by far her most most viewed long form video that she's posted. The rest of she's kind of trying to get into her own like 20v1 pop the balloon vibe because she's an OnlyFans girl. She probably doesn't want to keep doing OnlyFans. She wants to kind of venture into long form content. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this channel here. She wants to definitely venture into something a little bit more sustainable. So all those things in mind, let's watch this.
Santos was caught licking your Rose toy on live. What the f were you doing with that toy? Brought up to them is not okay. Like, that is not okay. You know she said she plans on marrying you in Miami?
We already discussed it.
You've already discussed this.
So, the most I've ever made on TikTok Live was...
In one sitting?
Pretty sure she just said 2,500.
We went to visit.
He's in prison. Why are you laughing? What is up, YouTube? We are back with another podcast with the one, the only controversial queen on the internet right now. People love her, people fucking hate her. Ash Trevino and her beautiful children are here today. Are you excited to be here?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you guys nervous? Yeah. I would be too, to be honest. Okay, so I want this to be like free flowing. I want to give you opportunity to talk. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your family. Give me the rundown. How did you get into TikTok and how did you start social media? Give me the backstory. Who is
Okay.
Ash Trevino?
So, I first started actually my TikTok back in 2019. Nobody
Okay,
ever...
period. Pre-COVID.
Yeah, they don't know that. But I was actually...
Well, that's because we don't
prison-wise.
care, Ash, to be clear.
So, yeah, that's why they call me...
We don't know that because we don't care, just to be clear.
the inmate hopper.
You like them felons?
Yeah, I mean, I've been with them up until this year.
Yeah, I forgot about that whole Ash Trevino arc. She likes to like date prisoners, I guess. She's like big on like finding guys who are currently incarcerated. And then just like dating them really publicly. I don't really know exactly what. Damn, how come? Damn, I log in and I got no power instantly. I don't know exactly why that's a flex for her, but she likes to kind of do the prisoner thing. So wow, you guys. Anything else?
Why?
I don't know.
You don't think about going on Hinge, Tinder?
So now, actually, I do have a guy that I talk to that is free.
Oh, period.
That is free.
Free king.
Yes, and I met him on TikTok.
Oh, I cannot beat that guy. I gotta go.
I think they have something to say. Go ahead. Oh. So what? So how did you guys start? Did you start because your mom went?
No, I had Musically.
Oh, period. Okay.
So they
Musically,
have
yeah.
it ever since that.
I had
So you
Musical.ly
started
too.
TikTok because of Musically.
Yeah.
So you do like the little lip sync videos, little dances.
Yeah.
Okay. And you?
I got it after.
I don't care about the girls. I don't care.
But my parents helped me raise them after me and their dad split up. So, of course, whenever you're kind of raised by your mom and your grandparents, you kind of fall into like a grandparent's baby, so
Right.
to speak. And so, I've never been the one to be like, no, you can't go to their house, if that's where they feel more comfortable at, then why not, But I still legally have custody of my kids. I've never lost custody of them.
So you do have full custody.
Yeah,
of
I
them?
have full custody of them. Yeah.
Okay. And why do you think they would feel more comfortable at their grandparents' house? Like, what is it that isn't happening in your house that makes them uncomfortable?
So to be honest,
Here's what I have to say. Already off the bat, this OnlyFans girl, this Camilla girl, she doesn't have any kids, right? Like not that I can see. She doesn't have children, right? Like should I look up her Instagram real quick? Damn, I don't want to log in. Here, let me look up on my phone. Camilla Araujo. How is Araujo? Is that, I mean, I don't see how else one would pronounce that. Araujo. Is she like a mother? Cause she seems to like, I don't know. Just the line of questioning that she's taking of like, okay, and so what would make them, I don't know. As a mother, for me, if I was like a real mother, other than to this beautiful kitten behind me here, I would be like, who are you to be asking me all these questions about? Like, who, like, I don't know. She's just coming from a very like, okay, so, and what would make them more comfortable to be at their grandparents' house and not your house? Okay, why are you in my business, Camilla Araujo? That would be my question, but
my oldest one, when
Which is Haley?
yes, which
Okay,
is Haley,
right.
when I get onto her,
Right.
she runs to them. And they're like the ones that save her, like,
Right.
oh, grandma.
Like, mom's
yeah.
upset, I need to go to grandma's.
Yes, and
Okay.
so basically that's how it is with them. The little one, Eviana, she calls me, mom, come pick me up, mom, come pick me up. So of course I go pick her up.
Right.
And so, she's the one who stays with me most of the time. But yeah, I mean, I used to like staying with my grandma whenever I was younger. So I guess
one thing I forgot to mention. This girl, Camilla, apparently she also got famous because she's in something called the Bop House. I don't know. It's one of TikTok's houses. I don't know. It's like Hype House, Bop House, Chill House, Crew House, whatever. I don't know. So that's what she's from.
it's because I know how it is to stay with my grandparent. And I was, basically raised by my grandparent as well. I don't push them to be, no, you're my child, you're going to stay with me, you're not
Right.
going to go to your grandma and grandpa's. Like, no.
Okay. I get that. I personally I didn't grow up with, my grandparents are in Brazil, so I didn't have that relationship. But so tell me a little bit more about their dad. I feel like there's a lot going on the internet right now. You mentioned that the family is speaking out and trying to get clout.
Bro, just
Why do you
like
feel that way?
what was
the story and why do you feel
what was the premise of this interview? Was she like, hey, like, yeah, I'm just some like 23-year-old OnlyFans model, and I just kind of want you to come on my podcast so I can kind of grill you about your parenting, and about your life choices. Because obviously, yes, Ash Trevino is like, she's not a serious person. She doesn't seem like a good parent. Like, not even that I'm disagreeing with Camilla in the sense of like these questions that she's asking and the way that she's posing them, but at the end of the day, it doesn't look good that like you as this like young 20s OnlyFans TikTok girl are like questioning this mother about her parenting and her parenting choices. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Hey, maybe Camilla's like a really incredible mother of 3 that she just somehow hasn't spread all over her social media like she has her body.
The family speaking out on it now.
Of course, like, and it's not only to him, but it's literally to my other exes as well. There's two more that I'm speaking of. Literally, like, as soon as my name started going across the internet, TikTok, of course, they started coming out with certain stories. Oh, I'm the kid's dad's friend. I'm the cousin. I'm the aunt, whatever. I guess, like, now they're trying to get the followers. They're trying to get this. They're trying to get that. But in reality, they weren't there for my kids like they should have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you genuinely believe that these people are coming out and telling the story to try and get fame and publicity, and it's not for closure?
Basically, because if they really wanted to be a part of my kid's life, why not pick up the phone and say, hey, can I see the kids? My kids have not seen their dad's family since their dad's funeral.
And they haven't reached out at all?
They have not reached out.
They haven't texted your phone?
Have they texted you?
Is that something you guys desire? Like, do you desire to have a relationship with your dad's side of the family?
No, because I'm not close with them. And even if I was, it'd be kind of awkward because I've never been that.
This is Ash Trevino's fault, and again, it really kind of speaks to, I think, like, who she is as a mother, because why does she even have her two daughters on this podcast? Like, why are her two daughters, like, involved? And here I am, I'm just as bad as Camilla. I'm, like, talking about her parenting. But, I mean, like, it really does, like, speak to her as well. It's just, like, why does she have her daughters, like, on here telling the entire internet about, like, their personal family life? Like, why is this the internet's business? What are we on this podcast for, Mom? Are we here to talk about our family, and are we here to just open up everything about our lives to the internet? Like, I would hate to be Ash Trevino's kid, dude, because there's nothing that you go through that's private. And even to an extent that, like, a lot of family vloggers don't talk about their personal issues and beefs with their family, like, publicly like that, because it's not good for their image. But Ash Trevino has kind of built an entire image on being, like, really not great. Like, I don't know, her whole online persona is being kind of somebody that people laugh at and people don't take seriously because she's just, like, weird and, like, likes to hang around young people and prisoners, and she seems desperate for, like, attention from men and affection, and in a way that's really unbecoming. So it's really unfortunate that her daughters just kind of, and these two are, like, prime TikTok in school age. I don't know if they go to public school or if they're in school, if they're homeschooled. I don't know what their schooling situation is, but they're certainly prime TikTok age that, like, if they are in public school, every single friend that they have, every single person in their class is definitely, like, watching these Ash Trevino lives and these videos, and, like, I don't have any respect for adults. It's one thing to want to be an influencer and, like, put your life online because, you're hoping that it catches on and you're hoping that people want to see more. Sure, that's fine. But I think the second you have kids in the mix and you start putting your children's lives online, you start removing the choice from your kids, because ultimately these girls never got to choose this life. Their mom just started, like, talking about all of her personal business online, and that happened to include them. So it's like, I don't know. I really don't have any, like, respect for people like this. And it's not just because she's laughable. It's not just because she makes weird mistakes and does weird things. It's not just because she likes to hang around little boys and do whatever it is she likes to do. It's not just because of that. It's also because, like, she's kind of actively taken away privacy and, a personal life and not a personal life, I guess, but privacy. She's taken away privacy from her two children. She just seems incredibly immature, just like she really, really lacks maturity. And it's sad to see something like that, affect young people. How badly it affects her daughters and how they kind of just have to put on a brave face and be cool with it, because what else are they going to do? She's not going to stop going live. She's always been desperate for this little bit of attention that she's getting on the internet, so she's never going to give this up, until it forces her to, until everybody stops watching her, finally, but Ash herself is never going to stop chasing this little bit of clout she's gotten, so.
I'm not close with them, like, since I was little, obviously. But ever since I grown up, they've never texted or nothing. And then once I found out about my dad, that's when they started coming and talking to us. And then after the funeral, nothing. Unfollowed us, everything, never talked to us.
They unfollowed you guys?
On Instagram, my cousins did. And they were the ones who told us about the funeral and everything. And then after it, they unfollowed us.
Could there be a possibility that the family's grieving and they're posting it online to try and get some closure? Because I feel like there are times where people come out about your dad and they say, you know, horrible things. Maybe they're trying to come to the defense. Like, you don't think that that could be a possibility, or trying to speak up for him since he's not here to speak up for himself? They're really just trying to get money out of this.
Honestly, I don't know what's their deal, but whatever it is, I mean, I don't know. I don't have nothing else to say about that.
Okay.
Just that they weren't in our life that much.
Y'all weren't in their life. So clock out. Don't try and clock in now. I get that. I feel like that could come off a little disrespectful, especially if you never knew them and all of a sudden they're like chirping. Like, I would be like, I guess, but I think there's a manner of phrasing it, being like, oh, he just wants clout. Like, it just looks so bad. Like, I was like, oh god. I came up with a list of questions that are family friendly, and there are some.
Ugh, I hate to keep repeating myself, but I really hate the look of this like child giving them like advice and being like, oh, well, you know, like, I just really didn't like the way that looked. And it's like, who are you to this family? Are you their PR rep? Like, I really don't get it. And this, I haven't looked at the comments on this video yet. I can only assume that they're positive, only because obviously people like shitting on Ash Trevino. It's popular to shit on her on the internet. That's you know, that's what people want to see. So I sort of understand. I'm just running around collecting biomass, by the way, so that I can just fill up my generators as much as possible, because I'm also looking for blue power slugs, because I need to overclock all of my coal miners, because my power is starting to run out. It's running out, so I need to start overclocking some machines, and then I can finish my hyper tubes. Once I get all my power back up and running, I can finish my hyper tubes. Whoa, what am I hearing? Oh, one of those guys. I can finish my hyper tubes, and then I can start working on more efficient power. I don't think you can get me from here. Oh, you can though. Where'd the other guy go? I feel like Lana Croft in Tomb Raider, bro. Bang. Hello.
Questions that you girls are not gonna be able to be here for, but categorize. So your mother has shared personal stories about your family online. How do you feel about your family's private moments being public?
For their privacy, I feel like it's kind of awkward because there's probably things online that they don't want people to know.
Like, what are some things out there about your family that you're like, oh hell?
There was a video of my tia's engagement, like when her husband proposed to her.
Mhm.
That video got out, and I feel like she didn't like it because why would they put their business out, especially if it was posted? But their stalkers to go dive deep into posting my tia stuff.
Mhm.
Like, it wasn't even my mom; it was my family. And there's like pictures of my grandparents on there, and they're editing their photos. Like, also, I feel like they don't like, because they don't like that. They don't like being online.
So you think your family, you would say that they don't enjoy the publicity at all?
Yeah.
Is that something that like has impacted them in their relationship with you at all?
No.
So they still are comfortable being around you guys, and they're not.
Yeah.
Okay, at least that's good. You had something to say. You went to grab the mic.
Yeah, so about my grandma and grandpa, there was like this picture. There was this picture, and it was like of them together, I think, and they edited that into like people from back in the old days, like George Washington, and they added like gray and white hair.
Not grandma and grandpa.
He's talking about from England, because my mom's grandma is actually from England. So when I told everybody on the internet I have my great grandma who is from England.
Girl, you got 8.59 million subscribers. Let's get a couple more mics on the set, dude. Like, come on. You're not even using, like, expensive mics. Those are the cheap version of the Shure mics. This is the expensive version. Look right here. Those are the cheap versions of the Shure mics, brother. Get a couple more, dog. Matter of fact, get a couple SM58s. Drop, like, 50, 60. How much are 58s? Drop, like, $80 just so you can have a couple more mics on the set. Damn. You got people passing back the mic back and forth. People can't even talk. Messing up the flow of the cast. Girlie, messing up the flow. You gotta invest in your production value. Come on.
And they didn't believe me. So they went as far as looking up the last name, the family history, like the ancestry, all of that.
What's this?
Up until where she's buried and everything.
Pure iron.
That's
okay.
how into my life they are. So they.
So grandma and grandpa got a little cute edit of them. Period. Period. Grandma being famous. Okay. All right. Well, that's that. All right. Have there been instances where your mother has expressed feelings of jealousy towards you, and how does that affect your relationship with her?
There's this video going around of my mom being jealous of me when I was little, having a better relationship with my dad than she did. And
I mean, girl, that's his kid. That's his whole kid. Not you being jealous of a baby girl. It's not that. She a daddy's girl. She said, "You better love me when you calm down." He was in the he was in there making her. Okay, so he's gonna love her. And this girl was not. She was.
Woo! I almost got yopped by this guy.
Okay, continue.
but and then there's a lot of people saying that she's jealous of me because
How does that make you feel?
like I don't know, there's like nothing to be jealous of. I mean, I am her daughter, and they say I look like her, so there's nothing quite to make her the mess. Not that I have more followers than her, maybe that's why.
Oh, so you make you jealous because she has more followers? She clocked that shit so hard. She's like, I'm gonna like it because I'm outdoing her. I'm outdoing the doer.
I was not.
You're gonna say something?
Oh, do I have
Oh,
Bro.
yeah, go ahead.
Well,
Why is this robot not shutting the fuck up?
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, bro. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. But then I did that.
So interesting. Well, whatever. I guess I don't have that much to say about
And then
this.
they took my account, so of course.
You're
you know,
not-
I am very. No, it does not. I am very proud of her though. Like I bought her a Gucci purse when for her was it 900K or 800K?
Oh, so that means you're not jealous of
Bought her
her?
a Gucci
Why do
purse,
people
like,
think
with
that she's
15-year-old
jealous of
Barbie.
her?
Not my ass. I had Barbies.
Exactly.
I mean, I believe it
exactly.
My mom doesn't even have a
because Ash is a
Exactly.
weird.
So it's like, you know, I'm
bitch,
not jealous of her.
but
I'm,
why do
I'm
people
blessed
think
to be able
that?
to give her the life that I've always wanted as a little.
Ooh, blue power
And now that I
slug.
can give it to her without.
There could be though, like
Blue power.
for example, I have
Ooh.
a younger brother,
Woo!
and we grew up very differently. Like I grew up in a very different financial situation than my brother, and there were times where like I, as a sibling, would just be envious of how it felt like my brother's life was a little bit easier than mine growing up because we're like almost 7 years apart. So it's like my parents' financial situation when I was growing up was very different than my brother was growing up. So it could be that could be a possibility where she didn't grow up. Like
I don't
that.
care about this.
TikTok shop.
You or something. They're at the end of the day, like their friends shouldn't be around because if I'm live, they even know. If I'm live, like
Okay.
don't come in my room, don't come in like unless I'm live with them.
Mind
I'm
you,
like, hey, we're
she's
gonna go
live,
But
like,
even then, they
all
don't
day,
want to
every
be
day.
on camera.
Okay.
So you know, it's and like she said, what they clip is not it's not in my control. They clip whatever they want. I can sit here and say something about you, and they're gonna get the bad part of it, and then they're gonna make a whole TikTok and make me seem like I was like side-eyeing you or jealous of you or something. They're gonna make something bad out of nothing.
Can I
literally.
get up here?
So you know, I mean,
But you don't think that maybe like, oh, hey mom, I'm having friends over. You don't like you would say no to them having friends over if you knew you were gonna go live.
so their friends, some of them do not come over my house anymore,
Okay.
just because the parents don't feel comfortable because my
There-
address
yeah.
is leaked.
Okay.
And so I totally agree with that. I understand that there is some that still come over, and when I'm live, they know, so they stay out of the area where I am live.
So you don't feel like any sort of guilt or sadness
Whoa.
that they've lost friends because of it, and they've expressed that.
No, because it's not even for that
What's
reason.
happening?
To be honest, I feel like some of their friends are jealous because of the life that they have. They don't go to school anymore. They well, they're homeschooled. You know, they can just get up and leave for the trip.
Oh, I
and
just fell off a
honestly, I mean,
waterfall? Uh-oh.
There's reasons why I pulled Haley out of school because she wasn't talking to certain friends anymore. also.
Jeez.
And it wasn't because of me. It was because of
How do we
things
get
that
back
your
up?
teenage Girl, you and your friends fight.
Right.
So
What am
they
what am
she
I?
didn't like going because they were having a fallout or something. So you know, with that, she was just like, "Mom, I don't want to go to school anymore. Can you homeschool me?" So I finally did it. Like literally, like a couple weeks into school, I took her out. I said, "Well, I'm not gonna have you miserable."
Right.
either."
I don't think
And so I did what I could as a mom to protect her.
this is
For
another
them.
waterfall
Because
right
if you're gonna get
here.
Your friend, you're gonna stay a friend through the bad, the good, the ugly, whatever.
Right.
And so for that, there's
And
still
even
that.
if she did say she was, like,
Dude,
I lost friends because of my mom,
this is
and she does a lot of
insane.
stuff. So in my opinion, I feel like as a mom, I'd be like, damn, like I'm sorry. Like I would be like, I would want an apology from my mom. To be like, look, if I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. But at some point,
Uh-oh.
it's like,
Oh, jeez.
this wouldn't, you would not be a topic of conversation with her friends if it wasn't for your online presence. It wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen. Like if you worked a regular 9 to 5 in a regular job where it wasn't plastered all over social media and you weren't, granted, one of the most controversial people right now, there wouldn't be anything to fight about. Like, yeah, they're 16. Yeah, they're going through like hormonal shit and whatever. Y'all, I don't know what happens at 16 anymore. Hopefully not crazy. But I would feel some sort of way, especially given that, you know, she literally just said like, yeah, like, they don't like coming around. They go way about what my mom says. And then to sit here and be like, oh no, like it's not me at all. Like
I
there
did
has to
have
be
a 9 to
some,
5.
there has to be some accountability though.
Yeah, I did have a 9 to 5.
And was this happening anyway?
It was still happening. Yes, I've worked at my.
Just mind you, by the way, like, it's not like Ash is. It's not like her social media presence is like, you know, regular mom stuff. You know, oh guys, I'm cooking dinner for the family tonight. You know, come along with me for my dinner vlog. Oh guys, I'm going to the grocery store. Like, come along. She is producing songs with 19-year-old boys, talking about how her nunu smells good. Guys, I'm stuck. I'm stuck and I'm scared. I fell down this waterfall. I feel like this is the end for me. If I die, all my stuff is gonna be down there. Right? Damn, I have 3 slugs. Dude, I have 3 slugs on it. I have to figure out how to get back up. But I have no concrete, so, like, I can't build anything. Jeez, dude. They should really warn you about the waterfalls in this game. I don't know what to do. I have 3 power slugs on me, which means I'm gonna have to... Should I just try to jump off this waterfall and see what happens? I mean... Shoot.
My last job that I had, I worked there for 6.5 years. Up until December 23rd of this past December 2024, I got fired.
Fired?
Yes.
For what?
The trolls from TikTok literally
No.
sent my owner a video of me showing my nip. Yes. Yes. So they fired me.
Wait.
And I-
So you flash your nipple on TikTok and then you're blaming the trolls for sending it to your boss? Why'd you flash your nipple on TikTok? You're a mom, Ash. Ooh, a purple power slug, though. They made it worth my while. What's up, buddy? Not enough space. What can I trash? Hatcher remains. Yeah. Fuck out of here. Let me get this guy. Hell yeah. Gather all 3 power slugs. That's my first purple power slug. Shouts out
and
to
I
me.
just
I wonder
got
what kind of
fired.
overclocking
Literally
I
on
can do with
TikTok,
that
they were like,
thing.
you don't know how to work, you don't have a job, you don't have this, you don't have that. Well, why do y'all think I wasn't coming on TikTok till 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, my time? I had a 9 to 5. I worked.
Your boss saw your nipple.
Literally. And then somebody took a picture of me at my desk and posted it all over TikTok. One of the patients did.
Yeah,
Wait,
but
where'd you
this is
work?
the
I worked
end
at
of
an
the
office in Arlington,
world.
Texas.
Like,
How
how
did
am I
that even
supposed to get out of
What?
this?
The slip.
I was drunk.
Oh,
on
I thought it
Live
fell.
with Santos. Yes. Literally. I'm gonna do the walk of shame now.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed for that. because I
Santos is the
regret everything.
19-year-old. She made the song about her
Have
vagina
you set
smelling
any
good
boundaries
with.
as her kids regarding to anything that's been shared publicly? If so, when were those boundaries established and what are they?
Okay, so like getting clipped. Obviously, walking in her room, I told her, "Let me know when you're live." So
I'm
walking in
just
her room
dead,
and
right? Like,
clip
I'm
me and
just
post it
dead?
because that's happened like twice already.
Mhm.
And they zoom in on my face, and then people make fun of me.
Right.
And then there's times where I don't want her to talk about stuff
Dude.
about us
Mm.
because
Dude.
obviously people are gonna clip me and then say more online.
Do you think that maybe sometimes she can exploit
Dude.
situations to get
I
views?
just fell through the earth. Look at me.
Because that's the game. But that's your kid. She
Help.
just said yes.
I don't
I'm
know.
in
I mean, I don't really like to talk about
space.
them, honestly. When it comes to my lives now, I tell them if you have anything to say about the kids, I'm not answering it. If anything, I
Help.
protect them now. When they come in my room, I cover the camera. When they're around, I don't film them.
But have you done that in the past? Have you taken a situation and used it for
Dude.
views regarding
No.
kids? Would you feel like maybe she has done that ever?
Yeah, but not me, my sister.
Dude.
Taking her when she was sick, and you're begging for money.
Dude.
You said send the galaxy to know about my baby girl's health when I was in the hospital.
Well, where do we
No,
think my
that's what
shit
we
is?
But you wanted my information out
Fuck.
for a galaxy. Literally, G Money and everyone else, like Angelito, they can send you, they can send you a galaxy.
Bro. Hold up. I don't even know what these guys are talking about, first of all. Second of all, I just died with all that stuff in my pocket. Like, hold on. Let me just Google this. What happens if I fall off the earth? Bro. Oh, I can restore an old save. Okay, that's smart. That's my best bet, dude. Load game from just before I ever even touched this John, right? Load it from here. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, this is me when I loaded in. I mean, from the nice that that purple power slug is there and all, but from the beginning I needed to get home because I don't have any more concrete, so I can't build. I have a little bit of concrete, but I can't build unless I should I put a fucking hub out here, dude? I don't know exactly what's the best way to optimize my efficiency with this game. Should I put a hub out here? Is that the vibe?
Wait, what's his name then? Oh, double T.
You sold her out for a galaxy?
Wait, what did I miss?
For money.
Protect them now. When they come in my room, I cover the camera. When they're around, I don't film them.
But have you done that in the past? Have you taken a situation and
Wait, but why is she talking about why is she talking about protecting her kids and not filming them and not putting them on camera, but they're here on this podcast right now? You brought them to this podcast, no? Are we not all on the same page about that? Like, you're saying that like, oh, we don't know who her kids are. She's so good. She's a great parent. She doesn't she doesn't broadcast her children, but they're on this podcast and you're letting them be grilled by this bop house queen, whoever this girl is.
And used it for views regarding
No.
kids. Would you feel like maybe she has done that ever?
Yeah, but not me, my sister. You've taken her when she was sick, and you're begging for money. You said send the galaxy to know about my baby girl's health when I was in the hospital.
that's what that was like a while ago.
Wow.
But you weren't even
Yeah, but no, but I still didn't like that. Cause
But
you,
we've already.
but you wanted my information out for a galaxy.
I was
Literally, G Money and everyone else, like Angelito, they could send you, they could send you a galaxy. What's his name then?
Stop saying.
Oh, double T.
She's laughing at her for not knowing the correct username of her gifters. Am I to understand that that's what's going on in front of my eyes right now? She doesn't know the username of her gifter, so she's like, "Oh my God, stop! Like you're literally wrong. That's not even his name."
You sold her out for a galaxy? You sold her out for a galaxy?
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like
She's
that.
in the hospital. Give me a galaxy. I don't know what's wrong with her.
She wasn't in the
Say
hospital.
sorry. Say sorry right now. She's about to cry. Give her a hug and say sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
That's
Oh.
Send a galaxy to help you pay the medical bills.
No, it
Wow.
wasn't like that.
How do you handle misinformation or rumors about your family online? And what would you say the most outrageous rumor has been? Question. Do you have beds
Well, I don't live with my mom.
at your mom's house?
No.
I'm
They don't
going
have
to Zelle
beds.
I'm going
Mind
to give
you,
my
at-
password. I want a bed.
They don't have beds, mind you. Ash is like paying for Airbnbs and parties to go hang out with like 18 and 20-year-olds. But her two daughters don't have beds? That's a little crazy, no? Why won't he die? Am I missing all these shots, or is he invincible?
Bed, 2 mattresses, 2 of them. I want a headboard and 2 nightstands. I'm going to order that before you leave this house today, and I'm going to insert the clip of the receipt.
Damn, so Shorty can afford all this bedroom furniture, but she can't get a couple more mics so they don't have to pass that shit around? Come on, baby. Invest in your production. You want to have this high quality ass podcast, get a couple extra mics. You know, I really don't play about production value. I don't play about it. That's what I do for a living, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have the right number of mics. You need to have the right number of mics. This goes for everything that you do, you guys. If you're ever using mics, if you're ever mic'd up, you need to make sure you have enough. Listen, let me get this. Yeah, let me shoot you in the... Damn. Ooh. They didn't warn me about you. Ooh, I missed. Wait, am I gonna die to this guy? Hold up. Yeah, hell nah. Hell nah. eat my nuts
There's a
and
story
shit.
behind that, okay?
Please tell me why your children don't have beds.
Because my mom was actually going to go look at a furniture store. Because I don't go anywhere publicly at all.
Because you're just that bitch.
Please tell me why your children don't have beds. Please explain to me, Ash, your parenting. I get it, dude. Ash Trevino sucks. She's a bad mom, clearly. But I don't know. Explain to me, Camila Araujo, why your kids don't have beds. Explain that to me.
Literally, no, like I really
Camila
don't. Like, if I get called,
Araujo.
I'm gonna get noticed.
Yeah, no,
And if
What
I
are
don't
you,
have my security badge, I'm not
CPS?
going here. My mom actually told me 2 weeks ago. She was like, or my dad said that. He told my mom to go to a furniture store and I would give him my card info because here's my card. I have money. But no, I'm not.
Let me show you the motherfucking Louis.
But
Everything.
literally. But she never did that. So, and then I mean, there, like she said, she doesn't. Stay
This
with me. I'm
girl's
about to
not
move
funny,
because everything.
by the way. I feel like she's doing a lot to like pop in with the haha. She's popping in with all these jokes, but she's not very funny. Sorry to be a hating. Oh, Lord God, you almost shot me. Oh, I missed. She's like, I feel like she really wants to come away from this with like a really solid podcast audience, but I don't know, it just feels like she's trying really hard to I shouldn't say she's not funny. I'm sure she's funny to somebody, right? Everybody's funny to somebody, but it feels like she's trying really hard to like be relatable, like be like, oh, blah blah blah, but she's also kind of trying to like grill Ash a little bit, but because you don't know this possibly, but I know that this interview is going to go off the deep end soon enough. This interview is going to go off the rails. And from what I've seen, well, all I have seen so far are the clips of the interview going off the rail. So with that in mind, already from what I've seen, it just feels like she brought Ash here to like get an easy dunk. Like she brought her here to be like, Ash sucks, right? Everybody come on. Everybody come to my channel and let's talk about how shitty Ash is, dude. Which, yeah, she sucks. She totally sucks. But I don't know. It just doesn't feel like this girl's necessarily doing anybody any favors. It doesn't feel like she's doing anything. It feels like she's just kind of like, yeah, she's getting an easy dunk. She's getting a layup on Ash Trevino, you know? And she's not even doing it particularly well. I mean, but that's my opinion. This video's got like however many million views, almost 5 million views. Clearly she's doing it well enough for somebody, right? Where's the other guy? You guys need to stay in front of me, seriously. Damn, I missed. Come on. Come here. Bang, right? You saw me kill your brother just now? Yeah. Bang, right? Jump. Bang. Headshot. On your bitch ass.
Things just getting crazy. And so, and I don't have a guy to come build it, but hopefully I can get somebody to come build it.
I'll pay for it. Y'all are gonna have 2 mattresses. You're gonna have a whole 9. Okay, we're gonna do a room makeover. I'm being for real. I'm gonna insert the receipt from IKEA, whatever you want. I'll let you pick it out.
Well, thank
I don't know. I don't know why this is putting such a bad taste in my mouth. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. Insert the IKEA receipt right here. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. Knowing that so far up to this point she hasn't paid for it. A, the beds have not been bought. I mean, she posted a little community note. I don't know how I know so much about this. I've literally never seen this girl a day in my life. But I know she posted a little community note that was like, oh, guys, like, the Trevino girls haven't sent me their IKEA stuff or whatever for some reason, but like I'm still waiting. I'm still gonna pay for it. It just feels like this girl is going in for a layup on Ash Trevino because she really just like wants people to think she's like some incredible person. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't. None of this feels genuine. It all feels very much staged. Very much like, oh, I need people to like think I'm good. Need 60 milliwatts. You want me to power this hoe? Damn. You think I have 60 milliwatts of coursing power in my pocket? I just want to open the pod. Ooh. Other guy got me though, right? Other guy got me. Are these like extra strong guys, by the way? Ooh, I thought I was loaded up, didn't I? That one is for sure. Yeah, you're a big boy. Damn. Can you hit me in the water? No, I don't think you can. Oh! You sure can, though. Gotta reload. Oh, dude, I'm gonna die. I gotta get far away from these hoes.
Thank you,
Yeah,
but
no, please.
it's like, yeah, I mean, at my mom's household, yeah, they have that. They have that. And
But
actually,
you gotta have, come on.
no, listen. Okay, so when CPS did go to my house, yeah. So
Look at him,
this
dude,
guy
he's
wants
waiting
CPS
for
open.
me.
Okay, I had a CPS case open, so, and also because it's Santos.
Anyway, had bed?
She
You have a bed?
looked in the room. She said she looked in the room and
she
took a
said-
picture.
She has a CPS
Of
case
their
open
room. They
because
have
of
a mattress in
Santos?
there. Yeah. But even then, when they stay over, this one sometimes sleeps with me or on the couch. That one sleeps on the couch, or she'll sleep on the mattress. So it's like,
Question. Is it because there's bed bugs?
no, that was like
I
a
don't
beetle
know
or
how they
something.
even
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
talking about
That was like a beetle or something. But again, what these people need to realize is I do live in a duplex.
Okay.
I have neighbors.
Okay.
So with that, there's gonna be whatever they have does transfer.
Yeah, this girl's trying so hard to seem like she's genuine, but she's also like going for clips and she's going for like layups on her. She's like, is it because there's bed bugs? Like, it's just giving very mean girl energy. I don't know. I really don't like this girl. Come here, bitch. Oh! I got him. Oh! Did I kill him? Is he dead? I think he's dead, dude. I think that's his husk right there that I can pick up. Yeah, baby. You thought you was some. You thought you was some, didn't you, bro?
For over.
Ew.
But I mean, I don't have like roaches or anything. No. But
But there,
again,
could there be potential bed bugs, or is it just
no,
little
like
beetles?
I haven't found any, but that was a beetle.
Okay.
But of course, people take one little thing,
Right.
let it be a flea on your leg, and they're gonna say it's something else.
Well, even a flea's kind of gross.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I don't have animals, but it's like, and again, that's why I'm moving.
Okay.
Because my landlord I feel like for what I pay there, I can literally find a nice house somewhere, and I want a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I already have a mindset on what I want.
Okay, great. She got budget.
Literally.
You got budget.
Literally.
All right. Well, I'm shipping the beds. We'll get into CPS soon because I don't even know. Hold on now.
Yeah.
What was the moment you
Yeah,
realized
let me
TikTok
take
Live could be a
those.
full-time
Take
thing?
this.
What was your biggest month on TikTok Live?
So.
Oh yeah, I need
my
those.
thing-
Nice.
Honestly, when their dad passed away, I started freaking out. I'm not gonna lie, because I literally would make like $800 every 2 weeks at my job.
Okay, so $1,600.
Yes, I lived with my parents. Okay. Even then, when I lived with my parents, they were
Wait,
saying I worked
$800
on the
every
porch
2
because
weeks.
it was
She was making $1,600 a month. That's nothing. Where does she live? Fucking Arkansas or something? Like, where does she live? That's
like
like
an added-on room.
anything
My
to
parents'
live
house, I'm
on.
actually making them a checkout. Literally, I'm making my parents a checkout, and I'm gonna give them money. I already have a number amount. I still have to get a little bit more for that, but I'm gonna make them one of those huge checks to fix up their house. Because I asked my mom the other day, "Do you want me to give you money for a down payment, or do you want me to have y'all fix up the house?" She said, "The house is paid off. We can fix it."
Okay.
I lived with them, and I was living paycheck to paycheck, literally like penny to penny. And their dad passed away. I was depending on his child support. So when he ended up passing away, I met this girl that would battle. And so when she told me, like, hey, let's battle, I seen how I was making money. So I was like, oh my God, like,
Who was it? Do you remember?
yeah, her name is Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah, she still battles to this day.
Okay.
Not me.
And we're still friends.
Not me, for the record. Not me. I don't battle on TikTok. I have never met Ash Trevino, and if I did meet her, I wouldn't bring her to TikTok. I would save everybody the heartache.
Friends, we still
So.
talk. And so I just started doing that. And I mean, I've been blessed since. And then, like,
But how did it take off? What happened? What was the situation where this became a full-time thing?
it wasn't a full-time thing. Like, I was doing it, yes, making money, but saving the money. And so until I got fired.
No. Where does she live, dude? Like, I almost want to Google this. Where does she live? Because she's telling me that she was making $1,600 a month on TikTok, but this battling income was like secondhand income. Yeah, bro, I got arachnophobia mode on because the spiders in this game are so gross. Yeah, they really gross me out, so I got them replaced with cats. I hear more as well. Oh, I don't have any space in my pockets, or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like she's not being honest. There's a power slug around here. I can hear it. This is what we're guarding, boys? I gotta get a weapon that reloads quicker. Yo.
Yes. So when I got fired, I was like, you know what? This has to be my full-time thing now.
How did your parents feel about that?
The nip slip?
And being fired for it? Because you were living at their house, right?
No.
Okay, you weren't
I was
living
already living on my own.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And so
But did they know about it?
they heard about it. Yeah.
Is this
My
a
mom was like, "Yeah, my
node?
Yeah.
Or
But she
I was
wasn't
gonna
happy to
say.
ask me. No, my parents don't know.
My mother...
No.
Why don't...
And my dad, he was just like, pray about it.
Okay.
You'll find something else. God's not gonna leave you without.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that's when you just started battling and making...
Bursosphere.
When was it like, wow, there's a lot of money in this, and what's the most you've ever made on TikTok Live?
So the most I've ever made on TikTok.
I got a lot of
was
these things.
In one sitting? In one live? How many hours?
2.5.
You made 12 grand in 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
12 grand in 2.5 hours? But her kids don't have beds.
Nothing's that funny when your kids don't have a damn bed. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, well, that's why they're enjoying the hotel bed. I'm just
But I
kidding.
paid for it?
I'm just kidding.
Noted.
How is the hotel bed, you guys? Is it good, wonderful? You like having a nightstand?
Yeah, it's comfy.
bed bugs?
No bed bugs.
Ew, period.
So the first thing they said when we walked in.
Wait. Let's go back for a second. Did she explain why she's made $12,000 in one live, but her kids don't have beds?
Live was $12,000.
In one sitting?
Yes.
In one live?
Yes.
How many hours?
Like 2.5.
You made 12 grand in 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
That weed bagging fake, y'all. And her kids don't have a bed. So what's that funny? That's funny. Nothing's that funny when your kids don't have a damn bed. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, well, that's why they're enjoying
Okay,
the
she
hotel
kind of ate
bed.
with that.
But I paid for it?
Just kidding.
She kind of ate with that, I can't lie. Because why is she laughing? Why is she laughing when her kids don't have beds? Where did that $12,000 go? Hopefully not to Airbnbs with little Mexican boys, dude. Like, seriously, like, what's this lady doing exactly? I get it, dude. I love dunking on Ash. I love dunking on Ash Trevino, dude. She's like a child. I don't know. Who would be easy to dunk on. I just started watching basketball this past week, so I was trying to think of like a basketball player who would be easy to dunk on, but I don't know that much about basketball, so. You know who's not easy to dunk on? LeBron.
How is the hotel bed, you guys? Is it good, wonderful? You like having a nightstand?
Yeah, it's comfy.
No bed bugs?
No bed bugs.
Ew, really good.
So the first thing they said when we walked in, no, the first thing they said when we walked in was, "Oh, and we each have our own bed." I said, "No, y'all are sharing one bed. I take the other."
Oh, like you sleep.
They get their own bed, and I sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, do you think TikTok changed y'all's life for the...
Okay, so this Camilla girl, I don't know. I feel like I'm listening to the little things here because this Camilla girl's so rich and so I'll buy you this, that, and the third. But A, she got 2 mics. That's pissing me off. And B, she didn't even get them 2 rooms or a room that would have 3 beds. Did she know they were coming? I don't know. I mean, hey, maybe she needed to save up on the expenses for the filming so that she could afford to buy them beds and stuff. I don't know. Something about this girl's just not sitting right with me. Oh! Where'd you come from? Hell. Because you're there now, bitch. I'm trying to figure out how to get home, by the way. I guess I'm not trying to.
So I was asked that question actually the other day. By
Home
another
is,
influencer, and he said, "Would you wish your life was back to the way it was before TikTok?" I can honestly say I've been blessed by TikTok because not only do I get paid with the battles, I get paid with the views, you know, like all that, and then
She can't
the
see
views on my
what
videos I
home
get paid
is.
with, and then like my subs and stuff. So I can honestly say it does. I mean, it's done good. But if I could go back to my life before, where nobody knew who I was, I liked it. I only had like 50 to 100
Sure.
views in my lives. And now
Sure,
there's, like, thousands of
Ash.
people that watch me.
Right.
And so, you know, I feel like I don't
Probably
like,
because they're waiting for another slip.
yeah, literally. And
I
I
don't
don't like to go out in
believe
public
this.
because, like I said, you know, people are like, "Oh, you're Ash Trevino, that's Ash Trevino." Like I've already got noticed here. Since I've
Different
been
state.
here.
She's international.
Yeah,
She's
literally.
domestic.
I don't believe this, dude. I've seen too many clips of Ash being like, "Oh, I'm getting ready to go to New York. Like, people are gonna be recognizing me everywhere. Like, oh my gosh, people are gonna recognize me. I'm the queen of New York. This, that, third." I've seen too many clips of Ash just like being desperate for attention for me to ever, for 1 second, believe that she would go back to her life before TikTok. Especially, she was making $1,600 a month. She was pulling $800 checks every 2 weeks, and then she made $12,000 in 2 hours, and she wants me to believe that she would ever go back to. She doesn't like being famous. I think other than the money, I think she likes feeling like she's a celebrity. She likes that. She's talked too much about how important she is, how she's the queen of TikTok and this, that, and the third. I don't believe for 1 second that she has the humility and the like wherewithal to like have any sort of issues about being famous. I don't think that she does. I think she doesn't like when people bully her. I think she doesn't like love when people point out every single thing wrong with her. The fact that, you know, she had a little bug crawl across her shit and like everybody was like talking about it. I don't think she likes that, but I don't think that she has any sort of disdain for the quote unquote
Gotcha.
fame that
They
she
can say their own
has.
thing, but to me, like I said, it does have good and it does bad. But if I could go back to my normal where nobody knew me,
So keep the money, take away the fame.
literally,
Yo, just unfollow Ash Trevino.
literally,
Make her not popular at all.
literally,
She hates it.
cancel me. I want to cancel me.
I feel like I'd rather go back to my old life. Yeah, we have money, and I mean, I don't like being online publicly. Like,
I understand that.
Yeah.
Especially you're so
Do you
young.
have money? I'm so
I don't know. That's
confused.
why I'm homeschooled too.
The girl's like, "Yeah, we have money," but it's like, do you have money? You don't have a bed. Like, do you have money? Where's the money going? I see Ash Trevino in Airbnbs partying it up, like drinking, and I've seen a couple videos of her being like, "Oh, I paid for that Airbnb, I paid for this Airbnb, and nobody else paid for anything, and I paid for this, that, and the third. Oh, I flew him out. Oh, I'm flying you out." I've seen her on lives with some of these little Mexican boys, and she's like, "Oh, I'm finna fly you out. Oh, you coming out to?" I think she lives in Texas, right? Seems like a Texas girl. She's like, "Oh, you coming out to Texas? I'm flying you out. This, that, and the third." So, but yeah, her kids don't have beds. So I'm like, do the kids really feel like they have money, or does Ash just like spend all her money frivolously and not buy beds for her children?
And so if I could, I honestly would go back to my old life to being a nobody to people, because that's when I was more confident, didn't care how I looked. And now since I'm publicly, I've cared more about how I look, how I go out, and stuff.
Well, I think you are beautiful, and I'm sorry that the internet has literally tore you down because that's not how it should be. That's not what anyone deserves. I think that there's two extremes, right? Like, there's like Kim Kardashian, and then there's like the common, worker. I feel like you guys shouldn't take it so extreme either way. Like, there's a balance, and finding that balance, everyone's gonna be a lot happier. Don't isolate
I don't
yourself.
think I can
Like,
beat
you're
this
beautiful,
guy.
be confident, be true to who you are. Like, go out there and do
I
whatever
don't
you
think
wanna
I
do.
can
Just
beat
because
that guy.
You're public doesn't mean that you can't go and follow your dreams, follow what you want to do, and be who you want to be. Like, don't let that hold you back, because I'll tell you one thing: nobody else is gonna care about you more than you care about you. So don't let your mother's
He's
shenanigans
running?
stop you. And you're beautiful, and I think just definitely don't take it for granted either, because a lot of people feel to be in your
Damn,
position,
dude.
and a lot of people feel to make that tough money. There is a balance, and you can't
Jeez.
find it. So hang in there, girl. What's the weirdest fan interaction you've ever had? You want to know how it smells?
Literally walking through the mall and you hear somebody just singing the song out loud. And then they're like, "Ask Santos, he knows smell well." And I'm like, "Oh my god, they know the song."
The lyrics to the song. You want to know how it smells?
Do you regret it?
Ask Santos.
Yeah, I don't regret.
Who was the little Mexican boy she was seeing at the time. Ask Santos. He knows smell well. You want to know how it smells? Imagine you are 12. Oh, imagine you are 12 or 15. And all of your friends at school are walking around singing the song that your mom put on TikTok, where your mom is singing about how her nunu smells well. Imagine. Is this a life that anybody would trade their own for? Would you trade for that? Your mom singing about how her nunu smells well? Because she likes little boys that are just a year or two older than you? and the rumors are going around that those little boys are spreading the rumors that your mom's poo-poo smells bad, or her pee-pee, her girl pee-pee, her lady peep smells bad. So she makes a song about how it actually smells well. It doesn't smell good, it smells well. There is someone living this life right now. There is somebody experiencing this right now. Whoa, oh, those fucking poison guys. Yeah, I can't go near them. Can I go in here though? No, I cannot. Eventually I'll figure out how to get past your poison gas, right boys? But until then, you win. Ask Santos.
Regret it, but if I didn't have to just pick that one name,
Santos? It could be anyone. You could just change it. Anyone. Who else? Who would you say? Who would you replace it with?
my guy's name, but I can't say his name on.
You have a guy.
Yes, I do. Yes.
She got a man. They look the fuck appointed. She said. Tell me about him.
They don't know much about him.
Go ahead.
I mean, he was kind of nice a little bit, because when she was doing something, I picked up the phone and I was like, "My mom's not here right now," because she let me pick up the phone. And I was like, "My mom's not here right now." And he was like, "Oh, do you need me to call me? Like, does she need to call me back later when she's not busy?" And I was like, "No, she's like heading down the hall right now," even though she really wasn't. And then she told me to go bring her the phone in the bathroom. But yeah,
That's nice. That's just common decency.
Yeah, like what? He's kinda nice.
Who has your mother dated?
I'm looking for the
He's
kinda
sweet, he's respectful.
nice.
That's what she's trying to tell you.
So you've dated disrespectful men, like, and they know, like,
Well, no, there was one guy, and I don't remember who it was. To be honest. I think it was actually my ex that I brought home from prison, Jesse. Yeah, it was him actually. He called. So he called from prison, and literally, no, like she answered. One of them answered, and they sounded just like me. And he was like, "Where's your mom?" And they were like, "Oh, hold on, she's coming." And so when I was coming to the phone, I was like, "Hey, hello." And he's like, "Don't be letting them answer the phone like that no more." Like, rude. And I'm like, "Bro, like those are my kids. Like,
What?
if I'm not there,
the fact, okay, but that's crazy work, because the fact that a man, I'm assuming this guy's a man, he's not 19. Okay, period. We'll get into that later.
Shade?
A man, grown ass man, the fact that all he said was, "Oh, okay, let her, have her call me back, no worries." That is the lowest of the lowest, bare minimum. That's
Well,
not being
these are the
nice.
types of
That's not
guys
being
that
nice.
Ash
That
is bringing
decency
home to her
respect.
children.
If I call your mom and you answer the phone, and I'm like, "Oh, just have her call me back later." That's what everyone should say. Not have it, "Oh, I don't know why your kid answered the phone." That's
but to be
you need to
honest,
get you a Christian label.
no, well, this one is actually a Christian, and so he told me he is saving himself.
Whoa, why is he zooming around like that, bro?
literally, I
What's
was
this
like,
guy
oh,
You
on?
think you're gonna last with a man?
That's
that
what
wants
I
to save himself
told
for marriage?
him.
No, be so for real.
No, but that's what I told him, and he's
I
like, no,
keep
like,
missing.
by religion, like, he hasn't dated a girl in 5 years either. Everybody thinks that. He's on my TikTok. He's always in my lives.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe
Let's
my man-
go!
That smells. He knows smell well. I'm just kidding.
His name is Max?
Hey, yo, Chad, clip that.
Well, no, we haven't met, but we're actually planning a time for me to.
You haven't met?
No, only online. Like we FaceTime. Yes, we FaceTime.
Oh, this is another TikToker, bro. This is another TikTok boy. Are we sure he's not 19? She did kind of glaze past that question. Are we sure he's not 19? Okay, home is that way. I'm going away from home. But I gotta get more slugs, dude. I gotta overclock my shit. Are we sure this guy isn't a child? Max on her TikTok? I don't know.
He just got a haircut.
Oh, dude.
There's no. Give her the mic. Give her the mic. You're cut off. That's your mother.
How do you know he's not using you for the clout and views? Because you haven't met him before your fame.
Let me show you and let me tell you. Because Max
Clock it.
literally
Clock it.
no, because Max literally is not disrespectful. He does not
That's
care
a
about the
bare
views.
minimum.
He does not care about the views. And whenever he is on live, he tells them,
No,
I'm
he's
not
been
going to talk
alive
about
see
it.
how many galaxies and lions you get, so he knows how much to ask you to pay.
Oh
no.
my god, he
Literally, he's one of my
literally
biggest
is another
gifters on TikTok.
TikToker.
So he's like a mini sugar daddy.
He's young, but he's
How
younger
old
than
is
me.
he?
He's 23.
Okay, so
What?
Why not? Okay, wait.
He's one of my biggest
bro,
gifters. We've been
like I don't know exactly how old this lady is. I think she's like 38 or 36 or something. She's like later 30s. And I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with somebody who's like later 30s dating somebody who's like early 20s. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with that. I think it's weird, and I think it's definitely weird when you start to have a pattern and like when your preferred partners seem to be kind of around the age of like 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, especially when you're a mother, when you're a single mother, you have 2 daughters and you're bringing these men into their lives on this rotation in and out, like. But here's the thing, I guess, to differentiate between the way that I feel about Ash Trevino and the way this Camilla person seems to feel, I don't think I would ever address these things with Ash in person. Not because I would be like scared of her or anything, but because I wouldn't really have anything like good or respectful to say to her. But I'm also not really in a position to like correct her on her parenting. You know, that wouldn't feel appropriate to me to be like in somebody else's face like, oh, and this is all the ways in which you're a bad parent. That doesn't feel necessarily appropriate. Like, I feel like internet personalities, it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a little bit more acceptable to talk about them versus to talk to them, I guess. Is what I'm saying crazy? I mean, hey, I like to be self-aware. So if what I'm saying is insane, then let me know. But to me, it really rubs me the wrong. What the fuck? I have never seen this before. Is it dangerous? What the hell? Dude. You see that shit, right? It's not dangerous. Should I shoot it? Bang. He didn't care. I don't know if my shot landed, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, you know? Maybe it's more respectable to have these kinds of conversations with the creator in person, but to me, like, other than the two daughters, everybody in this video is like rubbing me the wrong way, you know? To moi.
Since December.
So you're just gonna date the biggest gifter, who says he's a Christian that doesn't want to.
Yeah, we're gonna save ourselves until marriage.
Ashley, stop playing with me.
No, I'm serious.
No, you're not.
Yes, when we meet, we're
Call
gonna
me.
come back to this conversation.
No, call me.
And you're gonna be like, so does he know hot sauce? No, he don't. Wait till the wedding day.
My wedding?
Yeah, you are. We're actually gonna get married in Miami.
She hasn't even met this man, and she's talking about her kids don't even know it. All they know is that he said he's gonna wait on the phone for her to get there. You know the one thing I said about you before you got here? I said, Ash Trevino is like the car crash that never just stops. It just keeps going. And tell me that's not accurate.
Okay, but listen, you're thinking ahead.
Crazy thing to say.
Okay, but
And I'm thinking ahead.
But-
You're thinking about your kid's bedside table.
but I'm not gonna introduce my kids to just anybody.
I agree.
So that's why they haven't met
But
him.
inmates, am I right?
No. Literally, they've only met 2.
They've met 2 inmates and not a Christian man that doesn't want to have sex with you before you're married.
Because I
He
mean,
doesn't live in the same state.
no, he actually lives in a different state.
Where?
Arizona.
Are you sure he's real?
He is. We FaceTime. If I was to
Call him
FaceTime
now.
right,
Call him now. Okay. Let me say hello. Let me talk. He has a heart by his name. Max. Max,
Okay.
are you real? Can I see your face?
I'm driving near an Apple CarPlay. Hold on.
Okay. Max, what's your ethnicity?
I'm Hispanic
From?
from Mexico.
Okay, period. Okay, so, are you and Ash Trevino in some
Okay,
sort
so
of
he's another
relationship?
little Mexican boy.
Relationship? We're not official right now, but we are talking.
You know she said she plans on marrying you in Miami?
We already discussed it.
You've already discussed this.
Yes, we're after being Dip Jr.
You haven't even met her children yet, who, by the way, don't have bedside tables and or beds. And you're her top gifter, so I think you should probably buy her kids, take her kids on a shopping spree or something.
Well, that's the thing. Once we're married, we can do that. I know, Camila, I thought you could do it.
I'll take on that role, but
Okay, we'll take on until I get there in Miami.
are you using Ash for her money?
Am I using her for her money?
He said, well, why don't you do it? I mean, at the end of the day, aren't we all using Ash for her money? Isn't Camilla using Ash for her money? That's why she's doing this interview. This is her highest viewed video on this channel by far. It's not even close. So it's like, you're kind of doing the same shit, though, no? You're claiming that you're doing this so you can get her kids beds or whatever, but last I heard, the beds were still not purchased. There's another slug up there, dude. I'm gonna be rich in slugs if I can find my way back home. I'm gonna be rich in slugs. Thug rich.
Money. Why would I be using them for my money when I send them money?
That's it. All right, Max.
Max had a little bit of an attitude, but I would too if I had to pretend to like Ash Trevino.
He's 23,
Okay,
Ashley.
but still.
He's 23. I'm 22.
I'm not gonna say it.
He's what?
Stop. And I didn't know he
Wait,
was Mexican
what
when
did
I first
she
met him. I was
say?
so excited because I was like, he's not a Mexican. He
For her money.
Am I using her for her money? Why would I be using them for my money when I send them money?
said our
He's
pretend
23,
Okay,
Ashley.
but still.
He's 23.
she was getting up, and you could see her look directly to my.
So as you can,
they've been the reason why I'm still here today.
they are incredible.
Without them, I can guarantee you.
Go, you gotta stop bringing home the damn inmates.
I know.
No more. Red cards are out-of-pocket questions.
Okay.
So you don't want to answer, you say pass. You were on TikTok live while someone was getting head in the backseat of your car. Why did you keep filming?
Okay, so with that, she knew I was online.
I don't care about this, I
I'm
have to
involved.
say. Like,
And now she's with Bree in LA. The girl with Bree in LA.
I don't care about
Bree
any of
Super.
this.
We all met through Santos. And so she knew I was on live. We were actually going to a club hosting that I was doing. And we were in the back seat. My security was driving.
Mhm.
And I decided to go live, that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
And I have other,
And has Child Protective Services come and
they've interviewed me.
Okay. Those two, and it became really messy for everyone, for the public, for your children. Like, you need to take.
Okay, so I'm gonna skip to the end of this because I think at the end of this video things kind of pop off between these two, and I want to see that. I honestly don't care that much about most of this interview. I don't give a fuck about Ash Trevino's like life. I don't care. She's not really interesting. She's not talented. She's just kind of a wreck that people watch. So, but
There was even rumors that my kids were pregnant. They weren't. They're not.
Okay.
I've even taken a drug test, and I passed it because of CPS. Back in December or January, beginning of January, CPS asked me. They came over to my house and they seen my house, and they asked me, "Would you be willing to take a drug test?" I said, "Yeah, why not? I'm not scared. I have nothing to hide. I don't do drugs. I'm not that type of person." And so I went that next day and I took it, and they got the answers a couple weeks ago because it took so long. I don't know why. I guess because they sent it off. It was a urine sample, and so they closed that case too, and that was the last one that I know of. But
Okay.
now they can't come to me because they have to go to my legal.
Okay. Okay.
I have an attorney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Period. Budget. You got budget. Yeah. You have a very
Okay,
messy
I
personality,
gotta
a very
start
messy
a
personal life, and I
factory
really
over
hate that
here.
your kids have been brought into it because they shouldn't know about any of this.
Literally. And
They
I
should not know about. They don't even know about how your new. They don't even know anything, and the fact that this is brought up to them is not okay. Like, that is not okay.
Mhm.
Your kids should not know about anything about
Yeah.
CPS. Like, when some kids, like CPS shows up, they don't even know CPS shows up. Like, I hope you do see that. I really hope you see
And
that.
that's the thing.
not
Like,
okay.
if you ask the girls, they will tell you that they're tired of it.
As
Because,
they should be though, because that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
but even though, like, sometimes, like, your behaviors, like, yes, I am a very strong advocate for, like, I don't talk about it often, but, like, women, when we have children, from experiences that I've heard through family members, like, the woman when she becomes a mother.
From experiences that I've heard through family members. Okay, so this girl's definitely not a parent, right? This girl's definitely not a parent, and she's definitely really comfortable broaching parenting advice for Ash Trevino. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Because again, it's one thing to like talk shit about somebody and think, oh, this person should do this, 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 and this behind their back. But it's another thing to like bring them and their children on a podcast just to kind of dunk on them in front of 5 million people and be like, oh, the holier than thou 24-year-old or however old this girl is, 22-year-old that like has all this parenting advice, you know?
For her partner, for her husband, for herself. And I feel like you really mixed those two, and it became really messy for everyone, for the public, for your children. Like, you need to take care of yourself as a woman very independently than how you would take care of yourself.
Wow, this is a much better place to build.
This is where everything
Copper
got
right there.
went to shit. Because now it's publicized.
Iron, iron, iron.
Because people make mistakes. Yeah, I get that. I'm not sitting here saying, you know, you're
Should
going
I
to
put a
hell
home
as
here?
But you have done a very poor job of separating the two to the public eye. Because they shouldn't have
Where's
that
my
much power over
nearest
you. The public should never have that much power over you. To be
coal
able to
and
sit here
water
and
source? Let's see.
basically attack your every move.
And
And that sucks.
Yeah.
It does.
It sucks. Like
And I hope
told-
that
yeah.
I hope that your kids are enough of a reason for maybe to dial back a bit or just not go live and understand that, bro, like, I hope this doesn't affect them later. You know, I'm saying with me, though, I don't have kids now, but when I do have kids, they're gonna look at me and be like, Mom, what are you doing on OnlyFans? That's something that I consciously know. I'm still debating on having kids. I don't have
Thousands
them,
of
but you have
meters
these children
that way.
are incredible. Guys are great.
Okay, so 712 meters that way is my closest coal source.
There is basis as to why someone would call you an unfit mother. Do you
I
see
think
what-
I might
that's the
start
thing,
building
also
over
people
here.
don't realize
Like,
they
this
only
wasn't
need
really
to
what I
know
came here to do,
very
but
like, so they don't know how it was to
like, this is a
even
really
small
good
time you
spot.
formulated such a massive opinion. How does that not hurt your feelings?
it doesn't get to me because of the fact that I know what type of mother I am, and my kids will tell me,
Coal's
"You're not a
this
bad
way,
mom."
I think.
People are just being ugly and rude.
I,
They
do-
don't
I know people come at.
Yeah, and they're like,
But
they
you
don't
do
know
have to
how
take
you-
some accountability for
Yeah, and I
situations
understand that.
right.
But again, when I'm at home drinking by myself, it shouldn't matter what my parenting is because my kids are not there. Or if they are there, they're in their own room, on their phones with their friends, or in the living room watching a movie, and I'm not even on.
Yeah,
for
yeah, but
hours.
100%. And I think people do.
You
that
just
on
said they're
the
not
daily
allowed
basis.
to be
They're just not
live.
public figures. Like people's parents come home from work and they have a glass
or
of
they're
wine
not
and
allowed
they
to
go
have
stuff on
friends
Friday
over
night,
when they're
but
live.
Not public figures. They
Yeah.
don't have a following. There's no one there to judge them on what they do.
And again, that's why I wish my life was back to where it was because,
Y'all heard it. Stop making her famous.
like, I hate the chaos. I hate it so much.
Sure.
But I mean, bitch, dude, I'm fucked up. I'm just
Sure.
She likes the attention. Next question. What is this?
So I can show you that picture. They actually edited that. I have it on my phone.
Really?
Yeah, they literally edit. Yeah, they did that. I didn't ever post that. It's a fake account that posted that.
This isn't real.
No, it's not. Look, I have the actual picture.
This is the last thing. I just need to know what the fuck this was.
I don't think I can kill these things, but I kind of need to.
Okay, show the camera. The picture I'm currently holding in my hand is a nude photo from that I guess was edited from this picture. Y'all are, that's just sick and weird.
And it's the same exact picture. Look at that. Same exact.
Yeah, 'cause that was absolutely
Yeah.
wild to me.
Somebody's fake account took that picture like this and edited it to make it seem like
Oh,
I
just
was.
Let me up. I don't want to
Horizontal.
build. I can. I have
If I were to
concrete.
post a picture like that, trust me, I have plenty of those.
Oh, you sent him to Santos.
He doesn't have any pictures of me.
What about Max?
Max doesn't even have no pictures of me like that.
Have you ever like FaceTimed him and like gone frisky with him on the phone?
Max, no.
Santos,
Santos, no.
your prison inmates.
Yes. Well, they're on the phone, and then I'm like, yeah, we do that.
A little phone thing. A
Yeah,
little phone, like,
little phone.
and a rose toy. I just got you
Yeah.
one. Well, if you're gonna use it, make sure you use it with your future husband.
I'm
Save
gonna
it.
use it with, yeah, I gotta
With
save
Max.
it.
Well, Max, you're welcome for the new toy. I hope you don't have premarital sex. Guys, that is Ashley Trevino for you. Her chaotic life. Listen, do better.
Well, I thought this ended poorly, but apparently this ends just fine. Because there was some tea after all this happened. There was like a little bit of tea. Yeah, I mean, I figured everybody in the comments would be like down for this. I figured everybody would be like into it. This girl, I believe Ash responded. Let's see. I believe Ash went live after this all came out. I don't want to get... Hold up. I might try to put a gate on this. I don't want to get copywritten and stuff. Copywriting and stuff for Bull. Let me see if I can put a gate on this.
It was a 2-hour-long podcast, so everything's not in there. But I did the podcast. I mean, everything that was said is there. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and, you know, deny anything because it was there. I've never spoken to anybody else on the internet but her. And did I know she was gonna name it that? No, I didn't. If I would have known she was gonna name it what she named it, I wouldn't have done it, to be honest.
The worst mom on TikTok, dude. She called it the worst mom on TikTok, brother. She hates you. That's messed up. She hates your ass.
And then of course you can see how my kids kind of get like during certain questions. Especially when it came to their dad, they kind of like there was stuff that I didn't even know that they would like when they said I don't know if that part's in there. I didn't really watch it. I just seen clips of it. Because you know when somebody interviews you, they're gonna clip stuff and they're going to edit stuff. So everything that was said was probably not in there. So when the girls were talking about their dad, I don't know if she kept that part in there where they said that they were unfollowed by all their family. I didn't know that. So thank you guys. Max was kind of shy because like she made me call him while I was on the podcast. So like Max. Whenever Evie refers to G Money, that was double G. Then she asked me if I felt bad if my kids lost friends because of me, and in reality, I can't feel bad because if you're gonna stay somebody's friend, you're gonna stay their friend through the good and the bad. And they were already having friend problems. That's why I took Haley out of.
This gate might sound crazy. I gotta be honest. I just kind of, I can't really hear what the noise gate is doing. I just have to look at the meter and like make sure that it's open when she's talking. So the gate might sound a little bit insane. But I'm trying to take out as much of this music as I can.
School in September. So before my life got crazy on the internet was whenever, you know, that was going on. So I can't feel bad for them losing friends, or Haley at least, because Evie didn't lose no friends. It was Haley. And either way it goes, their friends shouldn't watch me. Their friends shouldn't be nowhere near my live. And they just shouldn't. They just shouldn't. Thank you, Princess. No, Evie calls double G G Money. So whenever you hear Evie say G Money, she's talking about double G in the podcast. It's the same person. She just didn't remember his name. So she said G Money. So, what else? I'm trying to think what else was said. And then at one point, she didn't make the girls leave the room, and so it was just me and her talking. I mean, that was me. I was uncut. Like, that's me. What you seen on there, and unfortunately today, Double G actually quit as my mod. He knew that I was already talking to Max, and me and him kind of got into it on the airplane over text messaging. And then whenever I land, I look at my TikTok, and it said he quit as a mod. So he's no longer my mod. I was actually talking to him before I talked to Max, and then he found out about Max. It's just, you know. So I've been dealing with that too today.
Bro, like, I don't understand what's going on, like, with this, with this lady. Like, she was talking to her mod, but then he found out she was talking to the prisoner. He left as her mod. I don't know. It would be really, really uncomfortable for me to, like, be getting kind of shown up on social media by this 22-year-old who truly like kind of made a fool out of Ash. I mean, it seems like she brought her onto this podcast with the intention of just kind of like kind of clowning on her a little bit. That's how it comes across to me, and it's really not a good look for either of them. But Ash, obviously, like, I mean, damn, dude, how do you let yourself in front of? Hold up. I didn't mean to place that, but there you are. Yeah. Oh. Okay, relax, buddy. Jeez.
Yeah. What else? Thank you, Jackie. But if any of my subs have any questions, I can answer them for you. Thank you, Amanda. If y'all have any questions, y'all can ask and I'll answer. Now that the podcast is out. Like I said, nobody's ever been able to interview me, so this week.
Oh my gosh. Our bad, Ash. You're so famous and talented. Nobody's ever been able to get you for an interview until just now. You're so in high demand.
Me and Max still do talk. He just called me a bit ago, right before he was leaving to go to dinner. He just wanted to make sure I made it home safe and stuff. I was texting him throughout my airplane ride too, so we're still good. We're just friends. How do you stay so strong during the negativity? I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. I was debating whether or not to come on live today, just because 3 things hit me at once, which was the podcast, something else personal,
I'm
and then
seeing
double
so
G.
many
Like,
slugs, dude.
those 3 things just like hit me all at once. Like literally, it was all at once. As soon as I was like on the airplane, it's like bam, bam, bam. So I was like, Lord, I need you. But yeah, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. It's hard. Okay, it's hard. It's hard. I haven't broke down yet, you guys. Okay? I did go buy a 6-pack, but it's sitting in my fridge and I haven't touched it. My kids are not here; they're actually at my parents' house. So yeah.
Maybe it would benefit her to simply just stop like posting everything that she does on live. Like if you know that like people are finding it, I don't know, easy, appropriate, whatever you want to say, to question your parenting and to, you know, step to your children and, you know, say all these things about you online, and it clearly bothers you, as it should. I mean, who wants to be called a bad mom to 5 million people? She literally titled the thing "the worst mom on TikTok," like, while she was sitting in her face being all sweet and funny and whatever. Of course she was, you know, making little jabs here and there, but I mean, you probably wouldn't expect it to be phrased that way when it was posted, you know? I mean, sure, Camilla was scolding her, I don't know, giving her advice, whatever you want to call it, sure, but I think it's probably fair for Ash to have not been expecting the podcast to be, like, you know, framed that way. Where? Oh, jeez Louise, guys. Jeez. He's dead. What about you? Oh, he's not dead? Thought you died. Dead now. What about you? Right, buddy? One more good one? Bang. Am I right? Yeah, but like, all that to say, it's like, Ash, maybe people would stop calling you a horrible mother if you stopped, like, getting drunk on TikTok Live for thousands of people to watch every single day, and if you stopped, like, you know, telling your kids' business as much as you possibly can all the time for views, and, you know, like, stuff like that. Like, maybe people would stop shitting on you so hard if you stopped giving them so much material to shit on you with. You literally don't have to do this as a job. Either find like something to do as a TikToker that doesn't sacrifice the privacy of your entire family and your children, or this just isn't for you. I just don't get it. Like, I really don't get how she gets to complain and cry and be like, oh my gosh, everybody hates me. I'm the queen of TikTok and everybody just hates me. I have so many haters. Everybody wants to see me fail. But at the same time, she gets to also... How do I get over there? What's my best way of getting over there? At the same time, she just, like, gets to continuously make poor parenting decisions, and, you know, get drunk on live and talk to young little boys that are like 10, 15 years younger than her after she's already like displayed a pattern of liking to do this kind of thing. And it's like, but then it's our fault for saying something about it. It's our fault for calling her out. I don't think Camilla is perfect in this situation, and hopefully we'll be able to look at some of the TikToks Camilla posted after the podcast dropped, but I don't know if they were... I think they might have been after this live that Ash did, so...
I look like shit, I don't care, like, bro. Today's been rough, okay? I literally just been... I even put my phone on silent, and I lay down to go to sleep for a bit, because whenever I'm depressed, that's what I do, I sleep. So it was dark in my room, and I just put my phone on silent. I threw my phone over here so I wouldn't feel it or hear it vibrating. And then I ended up waking up. And then I seen that my phone was, like, going off. And it was Max calling me. So I already had one missed call from him. So then I answered it. And he was like, did I wake you up from your nap? I'm so sorry. I said, no, you're good. I'm getting up anyways. But I feel like my breaking point is coming. I feel. My next step now that I'm back home is to move out of here.
I don't know if I should go back to where my base is, or if I should just kind of start a new base here right now. I don't know what kind of materials I have on me. I mean, I guess it should be fine if I wanted to just place a hub. That might be the move. Am I near coal? That's what I was doing. I was looking for coal before. Where are we? Okay, nice. We're pretty close to some coal here. I think I might just post up right here. New factory. Factory number 2. Place a hub here, and then we'll get going.
That's my next step, is I'm going to find a new place to move to. Even if I have to go live in a hotel just to find somewhere else because I want to hurry up and leave here, I'm going to do that. I will put all my stuff in storage and then go back and get it or something. I don't know.
I don't have any iron ore.
Thank you, babe. I have some in my fridge. I haven't even tried them. Yeah, exactly.
I guess I don't want my hub to be so close to that fucking poison mountain right there.
During that podcast, there was times I wanted to quit doing it because it got so hard on me. And I didn't. I just said, you know what? You gotta swallow it. You gotta say what you gotta say. So I did. There was questions asked that I didn't feel comfortable with, but I still answered them.
Why?
There was stuff that was said that I...
Why? Why did you answer questions that you were not comfortable answering? And how is that a good example for you to set for your daughters that you also brought to this podcast that you didn't have to bring, like... Why did you let this 20-year-old, like, talk to you that way? Like, I just don't get it. I mean, I kind of do get it, and it sort of speaks to the way that Ash has handled the rest of her career so far, which is, you know, she's always kind of desperate for the young vote, you know? She's always kind of looking for young people's approval, so I do get it, but, you know, there's no world in which it's not a bad look for her. Especially because she brought her daughters.
Like I told her, and I don't know if she put that in the podcast, but I'm always going to be the villain in everybody's story. I could sit here and go to church every day, every Sunday, give my life to God 100%, and y'all will still see me the same way that y'all see me right now. The same way y'all see me right now, a bad mom, alcoholic, whatever y'all want to call me, fat, ugly, whatever, y'all are still going to see me in that way.
I didn't say any of those things, Ash.
Life.
I didn't say that.
And if you don't like me for who I am, then I can't change that about you, because I don't like you probably. So, I did message one of the Cheeseman pages because, again, they made a video about one of my daughters getting pregnant because of her body weight. And I told her, my daughters rarely show their bodies, okay? Because of y'all. Literally, it's y'all. Y'all clip them, y'all do all kinds of stuff, y'all think it's right, and it's not, okay? So I wrote her and I said, what if I did that to you? You want to say my daughter's pregnant? What if I did that to you? My daughter struggles with weight issues. If y'all did not know, her dad used to be almost 400 pounds when we first got together. Her dad was a big boy. When we had Haley, he was a huge boy, okay? Her dad's family has those genes, so does my family. So, my daughters are not pregnant. I would be a grandma by now if they were. Like, y'all keep saying that every 6 months. But I did message her.
Gosh, TikTok lives are so painful to watch. They're so painful to watch because people just sit there doing nothing for so long. It's like such brain rot content. People just sit there and, like, they don't do anything. They don't say anything. I guess, I don't know, you could maybe make the argument that all streamers are that, but Lord God, like, you're just sitting here talking about nothing, receiving roses and galaxies. It's
Did any of my stuff have any other questions?
completely ridiculous.
Oh, I hit my nose so hard today at the airport. I thought it was gonna yank off. It hurt. Well, I'm lying. Miami was really pretty too. So, but that one and Miami were really pretty. Fort Myers as well, and so was Orlando. But do I think she was fair to me? In reality, no. But like I said, it is what it is. You know, I sat there, and I told y'all it was going to be raw. Like, and if anybody else wants to do a podcast with me, I'm open to it.
Why? Why? After you just got made a fool of on this podcast that you went in pretty much, it seems, blind and like had no clue what to expect, and she like made a fool of you for 5 million people, and now people are like messing with your kids and messing with you even more than they already were. Like, why are you just open to doing any podcasts? What are you going on podcasts for? I mean, I guess there's like a question we need to ask ourselves, right? If you're thinking about going on a podcast, just stop and ask yourself, wait, what am I going on a podcast for, though? Like, what am I going on there for? What am I going on to say? Podcasts are about talking, speaking. What are you going on to say, Ash? You know? You want to go on more podcasts and get grilled by more people about your personal life that is not in good condition that you continuously broadcast to everybody? Why? Why? Because you have a humiliation fetish that you're obsessed with including your children in? Like, why don't you just stop? The attention economy is not that valuable. It cannot be. It cannot be worth this.
Thank you guys. Thank you. I was in Max's chat earlier when he was live, and people were like, "This is the kind of woman you want, Max? You're better than that." Blah blah blah. And I was like, all of a sudden now people want Max. Like, it's so crazy. His inbox is full of females like, "Oh, you're so perfect. Oh, I would do you better than Ash. You don't deserve her, or she doesn't deserve you. You deserve better than that." Y'all never knew who Max was, though, right? Now y'all know, and now y'all want Max. Me and him are just friends right now, so hey, thank you, babe. We are just friends right now. Would you ever make your own podcast? I actually want to, but I don't know how to start it, to be honest. If I knew how to start it, I really would. The girls asked me the same thing, my kids. They were like, "Mom, why don't you do your own podcast?" I said, "Because I don't know how to do it."
Asked me.
So they really want me to, but...
Hold up, because Ash is like not saying anything. I feel like that was her addressing everything.
Asked me to extend your stay. Not to mention, you never asked me. You just told me to pay you. You just heard it was $1,039. I remember it was $1,039. You can just tell me. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna argue with you, bro. I'm not gonna argue over $1,000. Whatever. Like, I just was thinking, like, I have other things to worry about. Like, let me just pay her and just get this shit out of my face. Like, I don't care. But yeah,
I gotta find some iron.
Lie on my name. Like, that's absolutely crazy. Yeah, you regret doing the podcast because look how it turned out for you. But I bet you if everybody started loving you, I gave you an opportunity, and I didn't even think I was not that disrespectful. It could have been a lot worse. And I'm not a horrible human being. I'm not gonna sit there and attack you because that's not fair. I want to get to the bottom of things, so I asked you very direct questions, and I think I did a very good job at it. So, it is what it is, but don't sit here and lie saying that she never even bought stuff because you never texted me back. But you had no problem texting me back about extending your stay at the Ritz-Carlton. Huh? You never had an issue. And you did not have an issue talking about how many Louis Vuitton bags, how many Gucci bags you have, how much shit that you bought that's luxurious, but you can't a night or two. And then you're gonna come on live and start bawling your eyes out, talking about I was looking at houses while I was in Miami. Like, it's laughable. Like, you live in delusion. Like, this crazy work.
I mean, listen, while I agree, I agree with this girl that Ash is crazy and delusional and all this, that, and the third. But I just don't think that any of this has been a good look for this girl. But I clearly am the only person that feels that. I mean, she got 5 million views on that podcast, and everybody, from what I've seen, from all the comments, are like, "Oh my God, Camilla, you're a queen. Oh my God, you're hilarious. Oh my God, Camilla's dunking on Ash. Oh my God, Camilla, you have the tea, you have the tea, you have the tea. You're a queen with tea, queen tea." I guess, everybody else seems down to clown. Me personally, I don't think I'm down to clown with this girl. She's just giving me mean girl vibes. And I don't know. I feel like this was kind of a layup for her, which, I mean, hey, I don't know. I mean, what am I, the fucking cops, like, get your layup, I guess. I mean, we don't like Ash Trevino to begin with, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I get weird ass vibes from this girl. I don't trust her. I don't trust you, Camilla.
You live like she made up a universe inside of her dense ass head and just lives in it. It's like, bro, I gave you an opportunity. I gave you the perfect opportunity to take accountability, to tell the internet and have an actual one-on-one conversation. Do you realize that Anyway.
I think I might have said this in the beginning, but honestly, like, just looking at this whole situation from the outside looking in, and I think this is pretty much where this leaves off. I don't think that there's any more tea or anything interesting to watch regarding this, but I think my takeaway from the situation is that this Camilla girl kind of seems like she wanted to get into the podcasting space. She seems like she wants to, get into more of a speaking role. She's kind of doing the OnlyFans thing. She's doing the TikTok thing, but it doesn't seem like anybody was really kind of looking to her for any opinions or for what she had to say about anything. And it seems like she needed a win. She needed a slam dunk. And Ash Trevino was sort of in the right place at the right time for this. She was kind of in the right place at the right time, and she's clout hungry enough that she's kind of willing to do anything to be on anybody's stage for a couple of minutes. And so she kind of just brought her daughters along and then fell right into Lex Luthor's trap here and just sort of gave old girl a slam dunk. She gave old girl the layup she needed, and who knows, maybe now this Camilla girl, I'm sure, I mean, her videos were doing okay anyway beforehand. They were getting pretty good views. Definitely sustainable views, depending on how many people she's paying, but we'll see now if she's, like, trying to do a little bit more, podcasty type stuff, like that other creator, We're Not Really Friends or something, that other creator that does the videos with people where I hear cats, dude, I hear cats. Where are the cats? Oh, I need iron. Listen. You guys don't mind me, okay? I'm just gonna mine this. Oh, I don't have any space. Oh! I thought that was a cat. This big ass guy. What's up, dude? You don't have to step to me like that. I mean, hey. Look, honestly, I think that might be the end of the Ash Trevino saga. I think that might be... Well, that's definitely not the end of the Ash Trevino saga. That wasn't the beginning, and this isn't the end. There's plenty more where that comes from regarding Ash, unfortunately. But that's just kind of what I wanted to sink my teeth into for the day, because... I don't know. I was just, from the beginning, every single clip that I saw from Camilla's podcast, I was just getting a very bad vibe. I don't know, and honestly, I feel like after watching, maybe I've come around a little bit on her. Maybe the vibe isn't as sour as I thought it might be, but I'm still not really impressed. I'm still not really, like, buying what she's selling. I'm still not believing that she... I don't know. There's the whole good guy act, the whole, I'll buy you guys beds. Still to this day, not buying the beds. I don't know. I'll have to watch that creator and kind of... I mean, I'm not gonna keep my eyes on her. It's not like she's doing well on her own. It's not like me ignoring her is gonna do anything. But I'm gonna keep my eyes on that girl. That girly pop. I don't know what it is. As far as Ash is concerned, dude, who cares about Ash? Honestly, who cares about Ash Trevino? I'm very good at voting with my clicks. That's the thing. People have to remember to vote with their clicks, dude. Vote with your attention. That's what matters. Is like, if you don't like a creator, if you think a creator, like, is annoying, or you, like, don't really want to see them, you don't really care what they have going on, you don't really think that they deserve your money, your time, your attention, then don't give it to them, bro. Vote with your clicks. Vote with your clicks. Literally ignore these hoes. Do you know the last time I saw shit from James Charles? It's been years. I know he's still posting, unfortunately. I know that he's still doing just fine. And that's another thing. I feel like I'm going to make a video about this soon. Okay? The triggering of the whole Destiny conflict that's been going on. If you don't know about Destiny, what's been going on with Destiny. Destiny is one of the biggest political streamers on, the internet. He used to stream on Twitch, and he got banned from Twitch. Now he streams on YouTube. And recently he was outed for sexting with a 19-year-old Discord kitten and sending other past sexual partners nudes to that kitten without those partners' consent. So he was essentially sharing nudes without the consent of those partners. Those nudes were then leaked. Those nudes have been leaked, and, now thousands of people have seen nudes of these young women who, unfortunately, had sex with Destiny. I don't know, you know. Don't have sex with Destiny. Listen, if you're a hot girl watching this, and if you're considering having sex with Destiny, don't. Okay? Because he's sharing your shit, dog. He's gonna be talking to some kid in a couple of months, and he's just gonna send that shit right along. Okay? And I know I should say kid allegedly. I should put some kid. Right? Because she was 19. She wasn't a child. And I don't think that Destiny. Well, he did say that 15-year-old was hot. But the unfolding of all of this Destiny drama has really kind of just reminded me how much, you know, people, especially men, but women as well, as we can see by Ash Trevino, liking little. I don't know that she likes young boys, but she hangs around like young people in general. So I don't know that we should lump her into this category, but men, and I'm sure other creators alike, have a tendency to kind of get away with murder on these platforms. I mean, James Charles and Destiny, to name a few, even Hassan, who has recently been outed as a terrorist sympathizer. They're able to kind of do crazy things when they're not live. And it doesn't really matter, you know? It doesn't matter, I guess, if James Charles likes to text little boys and, you know, likes to coerce them into sending him nudes and likes to send them his own nudes, even if, you know, they don't know if they want to receive that. It doesn't matter that he targets young people and then built an incredibly large platform on TikTok, of all apps, where he has unfettered access to young people. It doesn't matter that Destiny, you know, not only shared nudes of a friend, somebody that was actually like, it wasn't just a random sexual partner, it was a friend to him. Not only did he share those sexual images with somebody, a complete third party, but also the things that he said to people online. I mean, if you haven't watched Ryan Beard's content nuke on Destiny, I'm not going to react to it on stream because I've already seen it. I watched it myself, and then I watched Papa Gut react to it. Shouts out to Papa Gut. So I'm not going to react to it, but if you haven't seen that video, you should watch it, especially if you're a Destiny fan, because honestly, people, like, it sucks that these creators just continue to do wrong. They continue to do people wrong. They continue to not take their role as a creator online seriously. And I'm not saying that, you know, because you're a streamer, you have to live this completely above board, 100% squeaky clean life simply for the purpose of maintaining an image. But it seems like people just get to, like, do what the fuck ever they want. It seems like people just get to break laws. People just get to fuck kids. They get to do whatever they want. And there's no repercussion. There's no consequences. James Charles didn't get banned, you know, when the kids came out and they were like, hey, yeah, he's asking me for nudes. He's in my DM sending me armpit pics. James Charles didn't get banned for that. No, so he ignored it. And he continued to gain and grow a large, substantial platform, regardless. And, you know, that's what it's always going to be. There's never going to be any sort of solution. There's never going to be any sort of conclusion. Destiny, all that crap dropped about Destiny last week. Ryan Beard's video dropped maybe a little bit longer than that. I don't know when it dropped, but it dropped within the past 2 weeks. And I was watching that video. I was like, okay, Destiny said some really disgusting things about women and children. Just some really gross, disgusting things about women and children. To me personally, the way that he's behaved over the years behind the scenes versus the way that he's behaved in public, in the persona that he has, you know, taken the time to curate on his stream, these things are not aligning, and that's not accidental. It's not accidental that Destiny has positioned himself as somebody who champions for, you know, women's rights and the protection of women. And, oh, if you're a large streamer, you shouldn't be having sex with, you know, small streamers that are in your chat because I think it's wrong. And then he goes and does that exact same thing behind the scenes, you know? Why am I going to watch your stream? Why do I want to hear what you have to say? I literally don't believe you. You're a liar. Literally don't believe you. As far as what I can tell, every single thing that he's Downer said comes into question. I don't believe what you have to say. I don't believe your take on these issues. Like, if you're willing to put up a front for however long, for the past however many years since Destiny's been a streamer, if you're willing to put up this front that you're so pro women's rights, pro women's issues, but then couple years down the line, Ryan Beard pulls up together a folder of Destiny screenshots that show that you actually don't even really see women as people. And that's not an exaggeration. Please go watch the Ryan Beard video. Me personally, I'm never clicking on another Destiny stream again, bro. Fuck you. Like, honestly, Destiny, James Charles, Hassan Piker, Dr. Disrespect, all these, like, guys that just get to do whatever the hell they want and then keep succeeding and keep having access to more people to continue to wrong in these exact same ways. Fuck these guys, dude. Genuinely, fuck these guys. And if you're a fan of them, then do your research. Do your research. There should be no content creator that can do no wrong, especially for content creation, dude. I get it. It's some form of art, but it's like the laziest form of art that you can come up with, especially streaming. Like making YouTube videos, yes. A lot of people put a lot of effort into YouTube videos. Even the YouTube videos that I've made, I put a lot of effort into them, okay? YouTube videos are hard to make, good ones. Anyway, but especially streaming, these guys that get online and they just react to stuff, and you know, Hassan just watches a bunch of terrorist propaganda, and you know, they play video games. These are not followers of Christ. These are not disciples. Do you know what I'm saying? These are like random little stupid little nerds. Do you know what I'm saying? That like pop off on these platforms from sitting in their rooms on their on their like desks, on their like gaming and watching YouTube videos. And of course, like, yeah, that's what I'm doing as well, but I fall into this category as well. You know, there's no content creator where somebody should be able to tell you, oh, you know, some Discord screenshots and, you know, some things just dropped about that content creator. They have been grooming children. You know, behind the scenes, this person has been leaking nudes. This almost 40-year, I don't know how old Destiny is. He's in his 30s for sure. This 30-plus-year-old man with a 13-year-old son has been messaging 19-year-olds on Discord and leaking other people's nudes. Grow the fuck up, dude. Especially, this is your job. This is literally your job. This is your job. Like, there's no excuse. And it pisses me off to see that these creators are doing this shit and then they still are able to be just as famous. They're still able to have, you know, after the stuff dropped about Destiny last week, I thought, okay, yeah, I'm gonna start to see some numbers decline. I went to unsubscribe. I unsubscribed from him, and I'm not saying, oh, you have to instantly unsubscribe from all these creators the second things drop about them. I haven't really been watching Destiny videos in a while. I like discovered him earlier in 2024. I had like never really heard of him before, and then I kind of just stumbled across some Destiny. I actually stumbled across Turkey Tom, and then Turkey Tom's videos kind of led me to Destiny's channel. And for a while, I was pretty intrigued by him. I think he's very interesting. He seems like a very intelligent guy, and you know, he seems to be good, quote unquote, good at debate based on whatever criteria have been set. I don't know, but I stopped watching his videos after a while just because the vibe was off. I don't know. His vibe was just, I don't like the way he talks to people, and you know, whatever. But I was still subscribed. His videos would still come up on my homepage, my YouTube homepage. But then after I saw the content nuke and, you know, I watched a couple of different people like bring forward these facts about Destiny and the stuff that he's been doing and the stuff that he said, to me, the second a creator's content starts to veer too much into, or not their content, but the second like a creator's, I don't know, the second creators start to veer too much toward like kids and like inappropriate communications surrounding children, I feel like I am very quick to kind of pull back, because you're either attracted to kids or you're not. Right? Like, It's like you either are or you're not. So when people start to make a lot of jokes about, oh, I'm gonna go fuck this kid, oh, this 15-year-old, she's so sexy, oh, she's got some big titties, no, I'm gonna get arrested one day, Once you start to do that type of shit, I'm like, okay. Because I know a couple good grown-ass men who wouldn't be on Discord DMing their friends about 15-year-old girls. Or maybe I don't. Or maybe I don't. You know? Or maybe this is just a guy thing. Does anybody want to weigh in? Like, especially to be sending these messages. It's one thing to think it. But to feel so confident in that thought that you're sharing it out, I don't know. But listen, Destiny's doing better than ever. He's doing better than ever, dude. He's doing better than ever. Right after I unsubscribed from his channel, I went and unsubscribed from his channel, and then like a couple minutes later, I was on my YouTube homepage, and he was right at the top of my homepage. His stream, he was live. He was right at the top of my homepage with 12,000 viewers. And I don't know how many viewers he usually averages on YouTube, but I feel like every time I've clicked into his stream on YouTube over the past couple of months, he's had like maybe 8,000, maybe 9,000. So the fact that he had 12,000, I'm like, okay, so you're doing better. You're doing better than you were before. And I guess people could have been extra tuned in to see how he would respond to the controversies or whatever, but it's just stupid. You know, it's just stupid. It sucks that there's nobody holding these people accountable. You know, it's kind of the same thing for like sports players, you know, the NBA and the NFL. There's nobody really holding these guys accountable. Of course, those guys are seen on a much larger scale. They have a lot more eyes on them and in different ways, and they're media trained and stuff like that, but I don't know. It seems really dangerous that there's just kind of this avenue that people can get money and access and notoriety, and then from that point on they're just sort of untouchable. You know, as long as they're not super duper flagrant about their wrongdoings, they're just kind of untouchable. So listen, vote with your clicks, people. Vote with your clicks. Don't click on shit that Destiny posts. Just ignore the fuck out of that loser. Same with Hassan. And honestly, I'm throwing James Charles in there because I have a lifelong beef with James Charles. So don't click on these guys' posts. Don't click on them. Just don't click on them. Ignore them. These people don't exist to you. You see a post and you see that the creator is Destiny, just move on. It doesn't matter what he's talking about. There's absolutely nothing that Destiny could be mentioning that's relevant. And I really hope that he is not ever able to break into U.S. politics in any meaningful way. I genuinely hope that he's not. Simply because I'm just tired of more corrupt, weird-ass losers in politics. I'm so tired of the corrupt, weird-ass losers who like little kids and who like to, you know, do weird sexual things and non-consensual things and things like people who like to brush shit under the rug. I'm tired of that. And I think we should all be tired of that. I think we should be inching away from, you know, people that have something to hide, that are running our government. And of course, everybody's got, you know, something that they may not necessarily want broadcasted online, sure. But somebody like Destiny seems like he has a lot to hide. And I bet you if somebody were to really get in there and hack that Discord for real, God knows what the hell we would find. So, no. That should be a rule. Anybody who wants to be taken seriously in politics at all has to drop their Discord logs. Complete Discord logs, drop them. I can tell you right now, I would be absolutely stoked to drop my Discord logs, and I don't even care about being in politics. I would drop my Discord logs because I'm not messaging children, and I'm not sending people's nudes out. I'm not doing things on Discord that should not be done. Or, frankly, on my iMessages either. Shit, I'll drop my text log, too. Now, a couple people might not like what they see. You know what I'm saying? But you won't find anything illegal. So, fuck Destiny. I'm team fuck Destiny for life. F. What is that? F. I gotta throw up the set. Ooh, that's F, right? That's F. F. What would be D? I'm throwing up a set, dude. Please, gangs, don't come for me, dude. Please, like, I'm making my own thing. This is not representative of any one particular game. FD4L. This is a D, right? This is totally a D. Sure. This is also white power, but I think you know I'm not saying that, right? Black power. FD4L. Right? So if you see me in public, throw up that set, bro. Throw up that set. FD4L. Let me get one in for James Charles. FJC4L. So if you see me in public, bro, throw up that set. Throw up either one of those sets, bro. Yeah, we gotta work on that. Hell yeah. Wait. Alright. I'm gonna keep working on my set throwing. Next time you see me, I'll be much better at throwing sets. Anybody who might have popped in, thanks for watching the stream today. I'm gonna dip out Super Bowl Sunday. I'm not watching the Super Bowl tonight, bro. Fuck the Chiefs. Shouts out to the Eagles, but I'm pretty sure the Chiefs are gonna win. This shit's rigged. Football's rigged. I don't know about basketball. I like I said, I've been watching basketball lately, so I don't know if that's rigged. Hopefully it's not, but football is definitely rigged. The fact that the Chiefs and the Eagles are in the Super Bowl again, honestly, who cares? Who cares? And if Travis Kelce proposes to Taylor Swift, bro, put this video on the LED screen, whatever LED screen you have in the stadium, bro. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about this fake ass couple. Nobody can ever convince me that this is a real couple. I'm sorry. Nobody can ever convince me this is a real couple. This is a fake couple. This is a fake couple that was put together for clout. Because Taylor Swift couldn't continue on with her can't keep a man image. She had to keep a man. Otherwise everybody would start to really convince themselves she's a lesbian, and she can't have that because she's America's sweetheart. Okay, so I don't care about this. I don't care about any of this. I'll see you guys sometime soon. Back with another banger, but otherwise, that's gonna be it for me.